So this one is Feb March 19 session, paper 4. So this one, part F is there. It's not a full question. Part is there. Tetrafluoroethene is an unsaturated compound with a formula of C2F4. So, and the structure, because ethene means there will be a carbon-carbon double bond and it contains 4 fluorine atoms attached. That is the structure of tetrafluoroethene. That is also known as, the polymer is known as a Teflon, which is used as a layer of a non-stick pan. So tetrafluoroethene is a monomer used to make a polymer, polytetrafluoroethene. What is meant by the term unsaturated? So the term unsaturated in organic chemistry, the term unsaturated means the compound which contain a carbon-carbon double bond. So if there is a carbon-carbon double bond is there with a compound, we call that as unsaturated compound. Or we can also say does not contain single, not all of the bonds are single bonds. When you may find a double bond or a triple bond within the structure, you don't find all of the bond as a single bond, so we call that compound as unsaturated hydrocarbon. Describe a test to show that the tetrafluoroethene is unsaturated. So how we can test the presence of a carbon-carbon double bond? So a simple test, we can add aqueous bromine. So add aqueous bromine, and what is the observation? It will change the color from orange to colorless. Or you can also say decolorize the bromine water. If it was only a bromine liquid, then it will change from red brown to colorless. If it is aqueous bromine, then it will be orange to colorless. Then draw a structure of the molecule of a tetrafluoroethene and show all the atoms and all the bonds. So how we can draw the structure of tetrafluoroethene? From the name, you can see eth means 2 carbon. So we'll draw 2 carbon. Ene means they will have a double bond. So they will have a double bond. And tetra, the term tetra means 4. So there are 4 fluorines attached. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the structure of tetrafluoroethene. If we want to draw a polymer, so how to draw a polymer? We will draw the same structure. First, the monomer should appear like letter H. It is already appearing like letter H. So what we have to do, we have to draw a polymer. So to draw a polymer, we will break the double bond. And we have to draw only one repeat unit, only one unit we have to draw. So we'll break the double bond. And this will be a polymer. If they say 2 repeat units, so we will draw another one. and this will be a 2 repeat units. If they say 3 repeat units, then we'll draw a third molecule as well, and this is refers to 3 repeat units. But in the question, they only ask for 1 repeat unit, so we just have to draw one time. So this is the structure of polymer, which is polytetrafluoroethene. Deduce the empirical formula. Remember, the empirical formula of the molecular formula is given here. The molecular formula for tetrafluoroethene was given in the question. It was C2F4. So what will the empirical formula? If this is the molecular formula, the empirical formula, the ratio between 2 and 4 is 1:2. So it will be CF2. So that is the empirical formula. An empirical formula of the monomer is same as the empirical formula of addition polymer. So if the monomer empirical formula is CF2, the empirical formula of the product will also be CF2. So this will be CF2. This is also CF2. Then another part related to organic chemistry. Ethanoic acid react with methanol. State the 2 conditions. Remember, when alcohol react with a carboxylic acid, like methanol is an alcohol and this is ethanoic acid. So which ester will be formed? The first name is always from alcohol and the second name is from carboxylic acid. So it will produce methyl ethanoate. Plus water will be there as a product. So what are the reaction conditions for formation of ester? If you want to form an ester, how the ester can be formed? The reaction condition, we use sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid is used as a catalyst, and we warm the mixture. So we supply heat energy, we warm the mixture and use sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid as catalyst. Then draw the structure of an ester, form when ethanoic acid react with methanol. Show all the atoms and all the bonds and name the ester. So the ester which will form here, it will be methyl ethanoate. How to draw the structure of ester? So first we will draw the carbon C double bonded with O. So to draw the structure, it will all of ester, it is C double bonded with O and O. That is first thing. Now we want to draw methyl. The part which is the first name of ester is always from alcohol. Meth means 1 carbon, so we will place 1 carbon with oxygen. And eth means 2 carbons, so 1 is already there, so we'll place another 1. And then we will put hydrogen. This will have carbon maximum can form 4 bonds. 1 is already with oxygen, so 3 with hydrogen. And this carbon already formed 1 bond, so the remaining 3 will be hydrogen. So this is a structure of methyl ethanoate. So the first name of first name of alcohol, first name of ester is from alcohol, and the second name is from carboxylic acid. And the part which is coming from alcohol is attached with oxygen, and the part which is coming from the acid, the carboxylic acid, it is attached with C double bonded with O. Name an ester which is a structural isomer of ester in D1. So the name of the ester, as this ester which is formed here, this was methyl ethanoate. So how we can make the ester which is a structural isomer? So as we draw the structure of methyl ethanoate, so what was the structure? Like C double bonded with O, and O was there, and one side carbon was attached, one side two carbons were there. So that is why it is methyl ethanoate. How I can change this structure to draw an isomer? If I want to draw an isomer, so this is methyl ethanoate. What I can do, if I move this carbon other side, and hydrogen will be here only, like I have C double bonded with O, and two carbon, like right now, one carbon on the right hand side and two carbons on the left hand side. But if I switch the position, I put two carbon on the right hand side and one carbon is there on the left hand side. So what will be the name of this ester? Now, because on the right hand side with oxygen, it contained two carbon, and with C double bonded with O, there is only one carbon. So the name of this ester is ethyl methanoate. So we just switch the position. So when we switch the position, it will become ethyl methanoate, and this was methyl ethanoate. So what these two structures, because these are the compounds, have the same molecular formula. How they have the same molecular formula? When we count the number of carbon, 1, 2, 3. So it contains 3 carbon atoms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hydrogen atoms, and 2 oxygen. C3H6O2, and this also C3H6 and O2. So both have the same molecular formula, but they have different structure. That's why we call them as isomers. So if you want to draw an isomer of methyl ethanoate, the isomer will be ethyl methanoate. So we just switch the position to draw the structure of methyl ethanoate.